I started wearing his shirt.
Oh gosh.
Every TV I kept wearing that purple Razor shirt that he had. It was just like.
Then everybody was.
Yeah.
Sean got hot.
Yeah.
Because he was staying.
Yeah. Why is everybody wearing his shirt?
I remember talking to Kev, going, Kev, man, I'm leaving. And he went, I'm staying. That was before you had that match with Bret in the cage, when Taker came up to the...
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. I was going to stay, and then we had the match. It was like an In Your House. I think it was in Louisville. And I had, at the Royal Rumble, Taker had Bret beat, and I fucked him. So then Taker came back in the next one, and I should have had, what I want to do is have to go ahead and powerbomb Bret. As I walked to go open the cage, have Taker grab me and pull me in.
But he came up from underneath. It was
Yeah,
sweet.
right. He came, but you know, Bret wouldn't let me stick him with my finish to where it would have been a clear win for me, and but it would have taken me and Mark's angle to the next level, because I would have cost him the championship. He would have cost me the championship. We were talking about doing business because we knew at this point we were going to be co-main event at WrestleMania 12, and. Bret was already going to be in the main event, and Bret already had the angle with Shawn because they were going 60 minutes. And Bret just fucking boo-boo face. We're sitting in this room, and he goes, and Bret kept going, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? And fucking Taker, who never really goes off, goes, motherfucker, this isn't about you. It's about me and Kev. It makes our match better. I don't want to do it. So we just went back and forth. I walked right down. Scott was standing by the apron. I walked right down. I said, I'm fucking out of here. Tell Bischoff I'm coming too.
Because then I went, oh, good. Because just by coincidence, our contracts ended within a days of each other.
Yeah, well, I think we were 13 days apart.
But I had been there a couple of years, or a year or so before, but then I remember going, and you had this contract with WCW that's private, can't show it to anybody confidential. So I went, well, if you go, and then I had this favored nations clause where they said, this is all we can afford, this is it. Well, you won't mind putting that in writing, then we. So if anybody else comes in and gets paid more, gets more perks, you got to match it for me. So then they said, well, listen, we can't do anybody. List 10 guys, top 10 guys in the business, you think.
Right.
So Kev was one of my guys. So I said, Kev, this is what I'm getting. If you come in, try to get more, get more.
So we went in, and then it was a situation where then we came in and got over, and then we fucking we renegotiated on them. I think twice in the first 6 months.
Right. I think it was 3 times altogether in 18.
Yeah.
Because when they wanted to hire Bret, they came to us again. Remember?
Yeah. Bret wanted big money, which they would have had to pay us.
And we called him. That's the time he did come.
Yeah. We said, "Fucking do it, dude, because we're going to become richer if you come."
When I took the deal with WCW, I remember the last show for Vince was in Madison Square Garden, the famous Woo, where we got in trouble and broke kayfabe. I really felt like I was just getting the money. I had no idea that NWO thing was going to blow up like it is. I had no idea we were even doing the NWO. I hadn't talked to Bischoff at all. It had all been through lawyers and agents. And I met him. I drove to Macon from Atlanta in the car with him.
When he pitched the idea to you guys, did you guys think in the back of your heads that it was going to get over as well as it did?
He pitched it to me, and
Kev came up with the finish at Bash at the Beach and made it so hot. And Hulk messed up the finish, a little bit. And we never got the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
But other than that, it was sweet.
Yeah, because they didn't have a third man. And I pitched the idea. I said, I called him. I said, what if we did this? And he said, oh, fuck. He said, that's money. So I pitched to Eric, and he pitched it to Hulk. And you can say what you want about Hulk, but Hulk ain't going to let that fucking money train leave without him getting a fucking seat on it. So, but when Eric came to my house and pitched me the NWO idea, I saw that. I still got that basketball vision. It was more of a twist. He came to my crib, and we went out to a strip club, and I was living in Phoenix then. It was the Bourbon Street Circus out in Phoenix, and he pitched the idea to me, and I thought, in my mind, like, yeah, that'll work, because it's going to look like fucking we came over from Vince's TV. I mean, that's going to, it's really going to work. And I'm thinking, in my mind, fuck, legally, can we do that? Which obviously we couldn't.
I remember the first TV I was on, Bischoff was just going to send me down the aisle and have me go and do an interview, like I worked for WCW. And it was Larry Zbyszko's idea to send me through the crowd and interrupt a match, but not interrupted by jumping the guys. Just walk in and start talking and have the two guys work and go, "Oh, hey Scott, what are you doing? We're having a match." No, this is more important. And I know that they're not going to jump me because they're not supposed to. So I just go and start talking. I don't even look at them. And that was all Zbyszko's idea. And I thought that was crucial because that hadn't been done.
No.
And I remember the only thing they told me to say, well, they told me a few things, but they said, "You people know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here." Because that was a big deal in the lawsuit that started that day.
Yeah.
Did either of you guys sense jealousy from WCW boys when you guys went over there and you guys started getting really over?
Well, fuck yeah. I mean, it was a situation. But it's the same thing that happened when we went back to Vince in 2002 or whatever it was. You walk in someplace and everybody's, pissed in their little spot, and you go in there and you get over because no matter what they want to say about Scott and I, the reason it always works is because it's real. I mean, you can put two guys together, but just like if two guys have that bond, it's just like, and they knew. I mean, the reason NWO worked is because fucking people would watch the show and go, "Well, that luchador shit and that, this and all that, but that shit at the end with those guys, those big fucking guys, that shit's real. You can't tell me that's not real." And that's all people want. I mean, it's easier to believe too big. His work's real snug, and I mean, he's way more talented. I mean, he can work any style, but our work's snug enough to where there's not holes in it where you go, "Oh, that didn't look good," or that.
Yeah, not many groaners with us.
No,
potato.
We'll cement mix you before we'll fucking miss you.
Remember that time at MGM at Disney when we did the thing? They opened the show with us in the back, and you spiked Mysterio into the thing, I heard the Associated Press called the office because they thought that was a shoot. They thought we really were Vince's guys taking over.
People actually were watching that live and called. There was like 90-something calls.
Because instead of doing the normal opening with the fireworks and all that stuff, they just cut to
They kind of ran with the cops type. They ran with the camera wasn't in place. They were running as they came around. It was like you guys were just dropping something backing up. Remember?
They were real specific because at that time too, Turner's Television he wasn't R-rated like Vince.
Right.
Like Vince went. So you couldn't hit a guy with a baseball bat. So the guy would be down, and then the camera would come, and then you just drop the bat.
Right.
And you'd hear the clink clink thing. We were using aluminum bats. It was the implied violence, but it was effective. Even more effective, maybe.
I mean,
but like when you spiked, people still talk about when you spiked Ray into the side of that trailer, man.
Yeah, because that was switch. It was, and I mean, thank God, I didn't hurt Ray, but I mean, Ray was like, "No, do it, throw me hard as you can." Ray don't give. Ray wants to drop money.
Yeah, he is too.
Yeah, he is money.
Good for him.